You're listening to Word on Health with Paul Pennington. On air and online 52 weeks of the year. Taking you behind the healthcare headlines, this is Word on Health. It's a condition that will affect 1 in 3 women in their lives, and research shows it's one of our last health taboos, with as many as 60% of the female adult population unable to discuss the problem, a situation all too familiar to TV medic Dr. Chris Steele.
Bladder weakness is the inability to control your bladder. In other words, urine is leaking out involuntary, and it occurs specifically when you're straining in situations such as laughing, coughing, sneezing, exercise.
Dr. Chris, I understand that bladder weakness is more common than hay fever. It also affects 1 in 8 men and women of all ages.
We think it's an old lady's problem, but in fact, you have to remember that pregnancy is a major factor in weakening your pelvic floor. The muscles across your pelvis that support your bladder and your womb and your bowel, when they're weakened by pregnancy, even after a first pregnancy, many women suffer bladder weakness. They may recover, but subsequent pregnancies can make it worse.
You mentioned pregnancy as a contributing factor in bladder weakness in women. Of course, there are other causes, which we'll cover on our wordonhealth.com website. As I mentioned in my introduction, the majority of people with bladder weakness don't feel able to discuss the problem and elect to suffer in silence. Yet we shouldn't be burying our head in the sand about this condition, should we?
You shouldn't put up with this problem. It can be controlled, and in many cases, it can be cured. If you learned how to do pelvic floor exercises correctly, 70% of women could be cured of their bladder weakness problems. If you don't know how to do pelvic floor exercises, talk this over with your GP, because he may well have access to physiotherapists, continence advisors, and once you learn pelvic floor exercises and how to do them correctly, then you're actually helping yourself to control the bladder and strengthen those muscles that support your bladder.
For further information on this subject and to access health services local to you, log on to our website www.wordonhealth.com. That's www.wordonhealth.com. Don't forget you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter, our address being @WordOnHealth. Word on Health, the award-winning health, lifestyle and wellbeing report with Paul Pennington. Word on Health, your personal prescription for your very best of health.